It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so low. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We repping our team, standing side by side. We don't lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so low. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We repping our team, standing side by side. We don't lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so low. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We repping our team, standing side by side. We don't lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a.
Yes, good people, big up to all of you. Welcome back to Chester's Perspective. Welcome back to another edition of the Blue Morning Show. I do hope you're all doing well, and I really do mean that. Once again, welcome to the Blue Morning Show. We'll have a lot to talk about today. Hopefully, we'll have enough time to cover them all because, yeah, it's a 1 hour show. It will be difficult for it to go beyond 1 hour plus. We'll talk about Christopher Nkunku. The nonsensical rumors linking Enzo Fernández with the move to Real Madrid. We'll talk about Bashir Humphreys, who's moved on permanently. A whole lot of stuff we have lined up here. But more importantly, I do hope you're all doing well, and thank you once again for finding the time to join me. Keep dropping the likes on the show. We have 2 likes already, but we should be doing a lot better than that. We'll continue begging for likes, yeah, because we're not a big account yet, but we're getting there gradually. So what do we have in the chat? Let's see. We do have Nehemiah Fowler. Nice to see you. Okay, thank you for that's your opinion, but let's keep the topics aligned because we have just 1 hour. Otherwise, I will assume you're having a good conversation with a community member there, which you have every right to. What else do we have here? Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. We have Nehemiah also. Chelsea win Champions League, a draw Europa League, a lose over. Okay. Yeah, thank you for breaking it down. Wahid Akinyo, day my Niger bro here. How can my darling team Chelsea trade Enzo Fernandez away at this crucial time that the guy almost fully settled down? This must not happen. I think just calm down because it's absolute. That news is absolute horse dung. There's nothing to it, but it just reflects how dangerous our fans are. They just want to be correct. I don't want to be correct all the time. I want when I'm wrong, let someone prove me wrong, and I will learn from it. I don't want to persist on what I believe is the truth because of the shame of admitting that I'm wrong. I don't think he's going anywhere. But some people still want him gone. But I think he's the you can say people that want him leave. Some are just driven by the lack of understanding of how football works or his importance for the team. But Wahid, it looks like this is your first time here. If that's the case, thank you and welcome to Chelsea Perspective. Enjoy yourself. All we ask of you is just to keep it civil. We have Wally Waldo. It's been like 1,000 years. It's just that we're streaming in a vertical format. I would have celebrated seeing you back again, but I strongly believe that your absence is just down to it's simply down to you being busy because I've known you for a while. And if that's the case, I'm happy for you. Busy is good. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way because we're streaming in a vertical format. Here's how you see the bells and whistles on your screen. Press and hold excuse me, your screen for just about a second. You see the like, comment, and everything you want to see there. But thank you for joining us. It's pinned at the very top. Nehemiah Fowler, thank you for joining. Up the Charles, indeed. Yes, up the Charles. And we have to be big up to you, my bro. I do hope you're doing well. And I appreciate you finding the time to join us this particular morning. My lineup for Wednesday, Sanchez. Okay, we're not going to read your lineup now because we still do a lineup show. Okay. We must see this lineup. Okay, when we talk about that, bring your lineup up. Forward, nice to see you. What else do we have here? So we should play with 12 players. Yeah, possibly. All right. What else do we have here? I'm just going to scroll to the very bottom so we can start addressing the items we have lined up immediately without wasting your time because we have just an hour. This will stick with one hour until summer break, and then we can go for 2 hours or 3 hours. And by then, when the transfers heat up, but we cannot use to. Yeah, tell them. A speed runner. Hello to you too. We appreciate you finding the time to join us. So without wasting much of your time, we will start addressing the items we have lined up here. The first one, of course, about Enzo Fernández. I know you can see it there. which okay, where's the one in particular? There's one that actually I looked for it and I couldn't find it, but this one in April reads Real Madrid see Chelsea midfielder Enzo Fernandez as a potential heir to a former German international and a former Real Madrid midfield maestro in Toni Kroos. This is absolute nonsense. And here's why. Let's break down why the news, one of them actually specifically said that Enzo, he already, that he has a verbal agreement with Real Madrid, or he's already signed for Real Madrid, and the announcement will be after the Club World Cup. As that sounds, it's absolute nonsense, first of all. And here's what one thing that you should pay attention to, that they're clearly that makes it clear that it's absolute nonsense. First of all, we paid, I think, around 107 million pounds for him, or something close to that. Either a little bit south or north of that amount I mentioned. Clear Lake, or you could say our current owners, they don't. If they want to sell Enzo Fernandez, I think they'll be asking for 200 million plus, or at least 150. And I don't think Real Madrid will pay anything close to that. Enzo Fernandez is an excellent player, but I don't think he's done something that enough that even though he's won the World Cup, the Real Madrid will see him as a Galactico signing. No, I think if anything, they'll be looking at what's his name, Erling Haaland, as their Galactica signing. Enzo is an excellent player, and I don't think Chelsea are looking to sell him. I think we've heard that brief from the club before, that they're not looking to sell him. And something else also that's out there that's crazy is the untouchable list. I don't see a world where the club comes out and tells a certain journalist that this is our untouchable list. That that this player, the other player, or player A, B, C, D, and E, they are untouchable. No, it doesn't happen. And the untouchable list doesn't have Enzo Fernandez. It isn't included in the so-called untouchable list. It's absolute nonsense. They're not stupid. Even if they want to sell Enzo Fernandez, they'd add him to the untouchable list, so that when you come, they'd let you know, we actually don't want to sell him, but if you really want to buy him, give us 300 million pounds. So, but then again, we have a dangerous. Our fan base, we're very dangerous. We're very good. A lot of people just want to be right, even when they're wrong. They don't want to learn from their mistakes. They want what they said is going to happen to be proven right. That's why some of them want the club to fail, so that they say, yeah, I told you guys these owners earn it, and I told you guys this player isn't it. Just for the sake of being right, if you get my point. So Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid news is absolute nonsense, and it's everywhere. Once again, pay attention to the price being quoted, around 125. Clearly paid 17. The club paid 107, around 107 million pounds for him, and I don't see them selling him for just 125 million. It's not gonna happen, even if he submits a transfer request. I don't see Chelsea Football Club selling Enzo Fernandez for just 125 million, 125 million pounds, or even 130. I don't see, look at how much they sold Kai Havertz for, and Mason Mount. Let alone a player they paid north of 100 million pounds for. But more importantly, what you have to know is he's an excellent player. The manager knows that. It's just absolute nonsense. It's silly season, so we're going to see a lot of that nonsense out there. Even, listen, here's how bad that news is. Even what's his name? Even Keenan Drewsbury Hall isn't going anywhere, let alone Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, so that's how boo shit that news is. So don't worry if you really like Enzo. I know there are people out there. When they heard the news, they made them happy, and they really want him gone. I remember people suggesting that we trade him for Tchouaméni, who's been absolute hot dog since joining Real Madrid. And we want Enzo Fernandez that brings balance to our team, give them Enzo Fernandez and get Chomeni. We which we have too many players that are actually better at fulfilling the DM role than him. But I'm not going to waste my time on it. I just wanted to let you know we're talking about it because, yeah, it's absolute horse dung. There's no substance to that rumor. Pay attention. It's everywhere, actually. One says Chelsea will take 150. One says Chelsea will take 105. One says he's already signed for Real Madrid. That we're just waiting for an announcement will be made after the Club World Cup. It's absolute nonsense. And I can assure you, even if he submits a transfer request, Chelsea will not sell. Remember, I told you that. He will take something, a world-breaking record for Chelsea. So, okay, yeah, bring it. And which I believe Real Madrid, they're not going to do that. But that's by the way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join once again. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. We have 43 people following the show, and we're just at 6 likes. We can do a lot better than that. But that's the case usually when we stream in the vertical format. People don't know how to find the like button. Once again, press and hold your screen to see the option to like and join the discussion. If you want to go full screen, swipe up and it will go full screen. And believe me, if you go full screen on a vertical format, you will never go back. Okay, yeah, because Bolga Cat, it's because of your language. The language you use is the reason why your comment, the machine that is policing the comment section deleted your comment there. Okay, we need to stop Forest and counter. I think we can. We've learned to play with a great deal of balance. Even when we attack you, it's usually difficult to hit us on a counter and be successful. But we cannot. Yeah, we cannot. It's as simple as that. Mark and Neum, nice to see you, my bro. I do hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join us. Michael R, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. Are we still talking about Victor? We'll talk about him in a bit. Mikel he's been talking about him every day. He's basically promising that Osimhen to Chelsea is just a phone call away. Yeah. Let's see. What does he have here? Good morning to you, to Gungbechin. I got him $1. I appreciate you finding the time to join your bro. 125 million is a bargain for Enzo Fernandez. Let the man follow his dreams. Did he tell you he wants to go there? He didn't tell you. Do I think he would want to go there? Possibly. But do I see Chelsea selling him? I don't see that happening, really. I honestly do not see that happening. It will take a lot to convince Chelsea to sell him. They're not stupid. They know the quality he brings. He's a winner. He's a leader. One of only few leaders we have in the team right now. Big up to you, to DJ. The only two players that are untouchable are Caicedo and Palmer. Having James Cucurella, Lavia, Kowa, Chalova. Not on that list is shocking. I don't believe the list. Somebody made up the list. Yeah, we all know. Again, money talks. I agree. Even Palmer, if Real Madrid comes and say 400 million for Palmer right now, we know he's not worth 400 million. The club will take it. No club will say no to 400 million. Even if the player doesn't want to leave, I can promise you that some clubs will force him to say, yeah, you got to go. That's a lot of money to say no to. But one thing I want to make clear is this: no disrespect to you. I hope you don't take offense. That untouchable list is absolute horse, shit, made up nonsense by the media, or you could say big accounts, just to get clicks, and it's working. The club is not stupid enough to say certain players are untouchable and some are, which means those that you say are touchable, you're basically saying, yeah, we're looking to sell them, which means you're not going to get how much you're looking to get for them, because basically you already said, yeah, we really don't like them. I don't see a world where we will make the club will make an untouchable list and Enzo Fernandez will not be there. And I'm serious. And remember, they've told us before that, yeah, we're not looking to sell him. And I think that was a last transfer window, if you get my point. Markin Neum, so we need numbers. And here's the thing. Let me tell you this. Enzo Fernandez and Sanchez, they're not the same. They're not the same. Santos is more of a box-to-box midfielder. Enzo Fernandez is more of a deep-lying playmaker. He has more experience. He's a leader. Santos, yeah, is proven at Strasbourg that he can be a leader too, but I need to see him up close. But let's forget about the aspect of leadership. They're not the same profile. We'll need both. Both can actually be on the pitch at the same time for us. Enzo Fernandez has better vision, better passing range. Santos is more of a box to box
And
and can do a lot more defensively than Enzo can. If you get me,
and
let's hear you. Go ahead, Tobeho.
yeah, big up, guys. Big up, Coach Dante. Yeah, also Enzo Fernandez has
Thank you,
improved a
Toby.
lot at Chelsea, so there's no way we're going to sell our best players when we are building a team, a core. So there's no way we're going to sell Enzo Fernandez. Another thing, Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer are the two creative players at Chelsea at the moment. Yes, Caicedo can do that, Lavia, blah, blah, but again, this is not their main job. Their main job is to defend and everything. But Enzo Copama are most creative players. There's no way we're going to sell Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid. No way.
Yeah, and DJ is saying here, if they offer big money for Enzo Fernandez Madrid, I think he will go, especially with us having links to Rodrigo. Yeah, possibly. Here's the only thing that will get Chelsea to sell Enzo is that if he says I want to go to Madrid, that makes a whole lot of difference. Even at that, it's still be difficult to sell him. But right now, I don't think he's asked to leave. But chances are, listen, um let's again let's see it this way. There's a chance he's the one sponsoring the news just to see if Real Madrid will come for him. But I don't think he's a it'd be a priority signing for Real Madrid now. But there are lots of stuff out there that make sense to beat. Some are saying that Xavi Alonso wants him and all that. Some are saying that they see him as a perfect heir to Toni Kroos, the former German international, because he has that sort of intelligence. That's how good he is, and I don't think Chelsea will sell him for peanut. Even if he puts in a transfer request, it would take a lot to convince the club to sell him, and I don't think even 150 is close. Remember, inflation plus the market has changed. Big up to you too, everybody, and Adam Kone, Shaw. Nobody mix up that, bro. It's a mix-up list. Yeah, the untouchable list for me. I don't believe it. It's absolute horse dung in my opinion. Santos is also more of a goal scorer. Exactly, you will get more goals from Santos. I think that's very correct. Santos is more, like I said, very correct from a defensive perspective. Enzo is a deep lying playmaker that Maresca has gotten to crash the box and get goals, which he's added again another dimension to his game, which is arriving late to the box and also scoring goals. But he's a deep line playmaker, and irrespective of how many goals he's gotten for us, the truth remains: the deeper you play him, the more effective it be, because his vision is his strongest tool. The more he sees the pitch, the more effective it be. If you play him closer to the final third, he'll still be effective, but I can assure you, even if he gets 20 goals, he's not going to be as effective as he can be from a deeper position. Okay? I would take Rudiger for left centre back and Rodrigo for Enzo Fernandez swap. Rudiger coming back to Chelsea is a complicated one. I don't think he has a good relationship with the owners. That's just my opinion. The way he left, I think they wanted him to stay. He didn't want to. But by the time they become the new owners, I think it already the deal again the deal for his move to Real Madrid had already been sealed at the time. Yeah, I think we do need him, but let's see what happens against Forest and against Real Madrid. Okay, thank you. We'll see. What's your name? Terry Kenny. I will remember this. I know content creators that put out tweets or expos saying Pellegrini will smoke for will smoke was Maresca on that day, and one of them I respect a lot. I respect people's opinion. I don't judge people because of the opinion, but I just bookmarked it. I'm banking receipts because I'll go back to them and say you say this. But thank you for saying that. Moises Caicedo is world class now. Fernandez. Okay, if that's how you see it, that's your opinion. But let me start by telling you, Enzo Fernandez has won the World Cup and also Copa America. Was that what's that cup? Is that Copa America? Yeah,
Yep, yeah.
yeah. But what can I say? That has he won any
South
of
America,
them?
yeah.
Yeah, both are good players, and I'm happy we have both. Moises can say that it was class now. Okay, that's fine. That's your opinion. So Dante, let's hear you. The Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid rumors, it's going viral. Even though people don't pay attention to a lot of stuff that scream this is fake news, they don't pay attention to that. AK, for instance, the quoted price 105, 125. Um, well, let's hear you.
People are forgetting you're dealing with this new ownership. They're not selling their star player for the price they bought him for. That number one. So,
Mhm.
like you said, it has to be Enzo Fernandez has to say, I really want to go. And the price, even then, the price has to match our evaluation. And I can tell you that'll be very, very high for Real Madrid. So, uh, yeah, it is what it is. It's just rumors, not taking it serious. I haven't seen anything from Enzo or anything. It's just rumors that people making up, and it's taking away from the games actually. So it's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. That's social media these days. We have to talk about it. But yeah, look, I don't think Enzo Fernandez, from what he said in his messages recently, that he wants to leave now. Maybe in the future, but I don't see that happening now. To be honest, he's too important. And what Boli said at the Bloomberg convention yesterday, or the day before, I can't remember when it was. He pretty much said that, you know, first of all, he rubbished all the people saying that there's clauses in players' contracts for Champions League. Goes no, zero clauses if we don't make Champions League that players can leave. There's no such
You
thing, doesn't
ruined business
exist.
for a lot of them.
Yeah, so that doesn't exist, first of all. So that puts up most of those big content creators and the cults that are out there, mineral cult and all that. They were wrong. Uh, and he said these players, he wants them to grow together. And the Enzo and that, they're a big part of it. They're two star players. They're two big signings. They're not selling. They don't want to sell. They're not even going to entertain it. Like I said, it's only if Enzo makes a big fuss maybe and wants to go, but I don't see that happening this year. Especially if we qualify for Champions League, I don't see that happening. So no, I don't think. I think it's just rumors, and it just got out of control because we're linked with Rodrigo, and people have put one and one together, make two. You know what I mean? So it's just all over the place. It's just news. It's just all the accounts making stuff up, and it's working because everyone's talking about it. But there's nothing going on now, and I can tell you guys, Enzo's not talking to Real Madrid or anything like that. Not before these big games.
Did you
Nothing
see the one that
before.
says he's already signed for them? That it will be announced after Club World Cup,
Yeah,
and probably
no, there's one good
that account
source.
right now will grow by millions or hundreds of
Yeah, look,
thousands.
there's one good source that knows South American football very well, and he broke the Estevan news, and he was correct. So that guy is very well known. He's good. He's got sources at Real Madrid, and a lot of the Spanish players, Argentinians, all the Brazilians as well. And yeah, he said that Madrid are basically thinking of it, but that's all he said. So people have
And that
taken that
doesn't
in.
mean Chelsea are looking to sell. That's here's the
And it
thing.
doesn't mean Real Madrid are looking to buy
Exactly.
either. They're
And
just
here's the thing. Here's the thing, Dante.
yeah,
People don't pay attention to when they see such reports. The
no,
perspective of the report, is it from Chelsea's
correct.
perspective or is it from the reported by the interested club's perspective? If it is, let's say, yeah, I get it. Arsenal wants Nkunku. Does that mean Chelsea would be willing to sell Nkunku to Arsenal? People don't pay attention to that. People, once
Yeah,
they see Arsenal wants Nkunku, that's it. It's a problem. Some will go
yeah,
to the extent of saying these owners, why are they considering selling Nkunku to Arsenal? While the report specifically says Arsenal wants Nkunku and not Chelsea wants to sell Nkunku to Arsenal. But go ahead
exactly.
with
Yeah.
what you were saying.
People forget they have agents and stuff like that that do all this stuff. They put out in the media as well. So for many reasons, financial reasons, contract reasons, a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons that do that. But anyway, like I said, that guy is a very credible source, but he just said they're thinking about it. They're not putting bids. They're not doing that. It's just, they're probably discussed it internally for players they want to sign now or in the future. But that's all it is. And of course, Enzo will be up there because he is a world-class player. So someone saying that he's not a world-class player, he's he is a world-class player, in my opinion.
Like I said, it's his opinion. We don't have
Yeah.
to fight over that.
No, but I'm just saying he's a world-class player, in my opinion, and I know your opinion as well. Tobago's the same. So, uh, yes. So look, it's going to be very hard for that to happen. I don't think nothing will happen. Enzo is pretty committed. He wants to stay. He wants to. He's got 7 years to go on his contract, but not about that contract. He wants to help this team and his teammates and this club reach back to the pinnacles. So I don't see him leaving for that. Maybe if he goes south and we're not doing well next season, and we somehow fall off and it's not going the way once it's going, and we don't make the Champions League and it gets worse and worse, maybe. But otherwise, I don't see him doing that. No, and he's too much of a leader to do that either. I don't see that happening.
All right, more likes, people, more likes. Press and hold your screen for about a second. Then you see the like button, comment, whatever you want to do. The bells and whistles, you'll see them all there. We will beat Betis in that final. Sunday is important too. If I have to choose, I'd choose the Champions League because but and I think we can pull up both. Victor Osimhen is demanding too much money. I don't want to. I stopped saying that the player is demanding too much money. He's the one that does the running on the pitch, scores the goals and all that. It's business for all parties involved, from the agent to the player to the club. Everybody wants what's best for them. So yeah, it's him. Kaká won the World Cup and the Copa, and there's no praise for him. Enzo is overrated. Who told you there's no praise for Kaká? I don't know. We're not gonna fight over Enzo.
Didn't Kaká win the Ballon d'Or?
Yeah, I think he won one. Yeah, he did one.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But that's, by the way. Let's go all the way for Osimhen. It's a possibility. Mikel is sounding as if Osimhen to Chelsea is just a phone call away. A lot of people won the World Cup does not make them good. But in Enzo's case, he's good. At what age did he win the World Cup? I mean, the perception whether he's a world-class player or not is up to you. But if he's won the World Cup and he scored I remember one Kyler, a crucial goal, for me, he's world-class.
He's a starter. He's a nailed starter for that team. He's a starter, and he's playing in a big club in England. I mean, what more? He's won the Copa America. He's the next phase is the club career, but he did win at Boca Juniors. He won at Benfica. He's won everywhere he's been.
Again, it's you're entitled to your opinion. A lot of people, I think we've read that. T-Man tells it's only 7 games in the World Cup. Does it matter? But it's a difficult competition to win.
Yeah, a lot of good teams there.
Yeah, Madrid wouldn't sign Enzo. They wanted to sign Angela Stiller. Okay. What else do we have here? I'm going to scroll to the very bottom. I want us to switch to the next topic as soon as possible because this is just an hour show. It'd be difficult for it to go beyond an hour. A lot would have to fall in place for that to happen. Nkunku is no longer needed. That's a Nate Tete. That must be a Ghanaian brother. I will sell him to Arsenal if we're replacing him with killers. And if Arsenal will pay enough money, I know it would take a lot for the club to sell him to Arsenal. But Brown, Enzo just needs more quality players around him to contribute more. Left winger and a striker. I like him. If we've not been wasteful, he'd have a lot more assists right now. I think we did argue the same thing about Jorginho. Actually, I don't think. Yes. Like I said, it's your opinion. Yet it takes a couple of years. Okay. For 355k a week, I need to see 40 goals. It could happen, but we wait. Thompson and Enzo would leave if we don't get Champions League. This guy kissed Benfica's badge before we brought him. That's an important point, though. Irrespective of how much I love Enzo, he did that. At one point, he was pointing, saying he is staying. Quickly, we still have Eddie in the house. Eddie, thank you for joining. It's been a minute, and apologies that I haven't reached out to you to see how you've been. The Prince is here, as the band would say. Big up to you too. Longest time indeed. But nice to see you. Eddie, big up. Apologies that I haven't reached out for a while. I'm quite sure did I tell you that we moved across states? It's been difficult actually to find a suitable time to stream consistently. But more importantly, we have you on here, Eddie. Nice to see you once again. Your opinion on the Enzo Fernandez Real Madrid news? For me, I think it's absolute horse shit. It just doesn't make sense for so many reasons. More importantly, first of all, the price being quoted. But Eddie, let's hear your thoughts.
Thank you so much, Coach. And it's to be back here again. And big up to Dante, big up to Tobago and all those in the
Eddie,
chat.
big up.
Big up. The Enzo Fernandez link, I think, just as you said, or I don't know, maybe Dante said it, it could be the agents trying to push this, just to test and see what might be coming for him, if anything, if Real Madrid shows interest. Or it
Mhm.
could be because we've been linked to Rodrigo as well. It could be either of those two stories.
And
So
because
we
the
just wait and
president
see what's
said
gonna.
the president said in an interview that they're looking to sign a big star like a Galactico maybe next season.
Yeah. So would that Galactico be? Would it be Enzo? We wait and see. But
Exactly, we don't know.
to be honest, for me, if we get Rodrigo and if Enzo goes the other way, well, I won't really feel too bad, to be honest, because we can replace Enzo easily. That's my own opinion. We've got Santos coming in, even though you think they're not similar players, and I agree with you, they're not same player. But I think if we have, because we lack a lot in terms of proper winger, especially from the left, which Rodrigo will fill in very well for us, and that's what we're lacking in terms of attacking the opponent, especially those with low block. So for me, if Enzo goes and we get Rodrigo, and then we still get money in the bank to sign other players and develop other players we have, well, I don't think it will be the biggest or a shock to me, to be honest. Even though this season Enzo has improved a lot compared to the last seasons, but at the same time, if that's what is coming, I won't really feel too bad about it, to be honest. That's my own
I
opinion.
think I think I think I know you won't be even before you see.
We know this already, Eddie. Yes, we do know how you feel about Enzo. Yes,
I know, yeah, I know AD very well. But that's fine. A lot of people are like that. But for me, I think actually if we sell him and get Rodrigo, I don't think Rodrigo will also will not will I don't Rodrigo will not be as effective as it be if Enzo stays. But that's just my opinion. And I'm doing what you're doing. What we do here is to always present that disclaimer, but that's just my opinion. Eddie, my if you can hear me down to my screen is frozen, you can go ahead and speak. Let me find a solution to that. Okay, there you go. I think I'm here. This
yep.
brother here says, "Get the owners out of the club. 1.2 billion in debt and no intention to win. We aren't a big club anymore. Okay, run with it. Enjoy it. If you're here to get me to talk, to argue that with you, it's not gonna work. But enjoy yourself. You're entitled to your opinion. I see things differently. You have every right to see it like we have on the screen. Welcome. Enjoy yourself. Maybe you'll find somebody who's willing to do that with you in the chat. We have other topics to discuss here. I want to ask you about Enzo Fernandez to leave our expectations since he joined. I'm not sure I understand that. I want to ask you about Enzo Fernandez, please. Does
I
Enzo
think has he
leave?
lived up to his expectations, to
I think he
our
has.
expectations?
He has.
Yeah.
He started very well. That I think a few months into his Chelsea career, we triggered the extension. I think I remember that.
Yep.
Underground Potter, didn't we?
Yes, I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he has actually, especially this season. Let's see what else we have here, and we have Wally Waldo. Enzo isn't a Galactico in my opinion, though. I would say he isn't quite there because Galactico, you can see it in so many
Exactly. Yeah.
ways, which means Real Madrid will pay nearly 200 million, 250 to get him. He's not quite there. I think the Galactico signing in question, I think, would be a number, not necessarily a number 9. I don't know.
We don't know who it is, but that's
We don't
what
know
I
who it
mean.
is.
People
Yeah.
taking it out of context because
Mm.
he said a Galactico. Well, people don't really rate Enzo. A lot of them, the ones that are saying that he's going to go, but they're saying he's a Galactico now. So which one is it? Like, so yeah, it's all over the place.
Mm-hmm. And this year, to me, Enzo is replaceable. Every player is replaceable. All of them. No player is irreplaceable. But the truth remains, Once one player leaves, whoever comes in will differ in certain ways to a certain measure, irrespective of who that player is, in my opinion. I don't want to get into that conversation. You can slug it out with the person. Enzo is moving out before Brazilian players come in. Yeah, if that's how you see it, okay, we'll wait and see. Just like the debate that once Lavia is fit, Enzo is going to get sold. The new one is that he's leaving because Andres Santos is coming back. No, they're different. It's really, they're not the same. It's really that simple. And I think the manager would want both. And if you're arguing that we should let him go because that one player is coming back, we need numbers. That's what big clubs do. If Enzo leaves, it will be for over 100 million. Over 100 million can be 101. But I can tell you, if we decide to sell him, even the 130 will not be enough to get the club to sell him. DJ says exactly, we don't know who the Galactico is, but we also cannot rule out, even Nizar Kinsella has said there's a possibility we could cash in on Enzo, but obviously for bigger transfer fee. I'm not saying, listen, we can sell him, but it depends on how much. He would take something out of this world to convince Chelsea to sell him. Honestly. I really hope we don't sign Osimhen. If EJ Santiago, if we would have to pay him over 350k a week, I know it's not our money, but I'm more worried about FFP. I think that's a sensible argument. I'm not quite sure how much, but they say it's 250 after tax, which means it'd be a lot more.
Right. Yeah, let me just add to this because I see people saying that in the chat as well. They're saying pay him to 320, to 280, 340. No. The man wants 250 net, which in England it's a 45% tax bracket at that. So you're looking at close to 500,000 per week, 470 or whatever it is. That's how much Osimhen wants. People need to stop putting 250 up there or 350. He wants 250 net. It's a 45% tax bracket in England, if I recall correctly. And yeah, do the maths. So that's,
it's a lot more.
450 plus per week, pounds.
Yeah. And more importantly, let's say something else. If we make an exception, with regards to the heavily incentivized contract that we offer these days, we're creating a problem for ourselves. Which means that when it's time, because for instance, even I get it, they're all on each on a 1,000-year contract. But at some point, there's a way they perform that ask for a raise, and the raise, you'd have to make an exception for them too. Otherwise, they'd push to leave. So, like Bally said, I think a month ago, something about shooting yourself in the foot, which means you have to be cautious with regards to player salary
the whole
and
dressing
contract.
room. And when the like we extended Jackson and a couple of players, we extended them by like 20,000-30,000 pounds per week. But we're not going to, if Osimhen comes in, well, then you're going to have to extend those players by 200,000 pounds per week. Yeah. And that's just not going to happen. Not now, anyway.
It's a slippery slope. And in Houston, at Chelsea, what I like the most is that you earn what you work for. No more muchas at Chelsea.
Correct. Yeah.
Do you want 500? Okay, we can give you 500, but you have to earn it.
Come in, Osimhen, score 40 goals in the Premier League season, Champions League 10 goals, and you get your 500,000. Win us the title, get us to the semi-final or final of Champions League. Hit those targets, and you will get that money, no problem.
And let's be honest here. Let's make it clear again. Let me repeat myself. The issue isn't that we don't pay. We pay, but you have to work for it. You earn what you work for. It's simple as that. We've had issues where we had Danny Drinkwine on the bench, Malang Sa on the bench, even when out injured, earning a lot of money. On loan, he's still been earning the same amount of money. We had Lukaku. We still have Raheem Sterling, who knew that he was a pain on our owners, BALLS. If you get that,
we've still got players that we need to move for that.
Exactly. So we don't want that sort of situation again. We've learned, and actually, for me, it's a good idea. 500k, he better score. Juventus score 50 goals. No one is paying those wages. In my opinion, not even in the top
Oh, no,
clubs are
they can.
changed. Times
Yeah.
have changed from a
Real
financial
Madrid can pay that. Barcelona can.
yeah, they
Man
have.
City.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have. Again, a lot of they earn a lot. They bring in a lot more than some of the biggest clubs in England, actually. But go ahead, what you were saying.
Yeah, so some of those big clubs can pay the 450. There is already players on that already, like Haaland's on what 400 or something. There's a lot of players that are, especially at Barcelona, not as many now because a lot of their stars, older players left, but there's still a lot of them, yeah, that are earning 300 plus, etc. Yeah.
Salary has become a serious issue for clubs. United, they're looking to cut down theirs, and it's going to be very difficult. That was why they actually agreed to sell a Sancho for £25 million for us after loan. They're stuck with Mason Mount right now. Osimhen can score over 25 goals, give him the money. Yeah, let's see. But let's transition naturally since we talked about Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid rumors. AD, I will start with you if you're still there. Your thoughts on Rodrigo, because it looks like we're serious. But how possible is it given the salary and given that I don't know if he has a lot of suitors, but off the bat I would say there won't be shortage of clubs interested in signing him. I don't know if that's the case, really, but your thoughts on Chelsea, given the rumors that were actually nothing too serious at this point, that we're preparing to make him an offer, something to that effect. Is he a player we need? Yeah, here's that particular report here. It reads that Chelsea have taken steps to try and sign Real Madrid star Rodrigo in the summer. I don't know because I think his salary will be an issue. More likes, people, more likes. We have 56 people following the show and just 12 likes. I think we can do a lot better than that. Usually we get a lot of views in a vertical format, but the likes, because people on smaller devices don't see the bells and whistles like the like comment section and there. Eddie, if you're there, your thoughts, Rodrigo to Chelsea.
Sorry, just before Eddie goes in, I have to go, guys. So
All
I'll
right,
speak to you. Yeah, sorry,
all right.
coach. Yeah,
No worries,
my
no worries.
son's
I
coming.
understand.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.
Mhm.
All right, Dante, take care. On Rodrigo, I think the report is saying that we've actually spoken with his representatives.
Okay.
So
I haven't
yeah,
seen
but
that one. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, they said they've spoken with the representatives, but there's no concrete offer or whatever yet. But he's a player that I would like to come to Chelsea. I'd like him to come to Chelsea, and if what we're hearing about him is anything to go by, about him falling out with the likes of Bellingham and some other players in the camp, if it's something that might engineer the move, I like him as a player. If we can pull that off, but that would depend on us getting Champions League football. That's why the game on Sunday is very, very
Aha,
crucial
that's
for us.
important to mention.
Exactly, because I think I had another report that Real Madrid are trying to push to get Nico Williams, because for the price of 58 million, they said it's too good to
To
turn
pass.
down
Yeah, yeah.
to come to Real Madrid. Actually, Real Madrid wants him.
No, I'm just saying it's too good, too good for a player as good as Nico Williams to pass by. I mean,
E-
it's a good deal, and Barca
Exactly
couldn't
for
afford them even at that price. But yeah,
exactly for them to look away to say they won't. So if they are going for Nico Williams, and then if Rodrigo becomes available, but I tell you, it would depend on us getting Champions League football, because I don't know, except they're able to convince him, sell the project to him about us, even if we be in the Europa, that probably the year after we might get into Champions League. But it depends on other clubs showing interest as well. Like I think I read about Arsenal showing interest, Chelsea having interest in him. So if we don't get Champions League football, I think that might prove a stumbling block for us to convince him.
how about his salary? I think that's for me. That's if we talk about stumbling block. That's the biggest of all stumbling blocks. His salary. More importantly, especially, I'm not sure. You said you did mention Arsenal are also interested in signing him, right? And I think
Yes,
they pay better than we do from the perspective that their salary wage structure is not as incentivized as ours. I've heard. I'm not sure. I don't work for them. I think the salary is the biggest stumbling block there. But I want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, but I think, and I'm not sure if this question was, Bolly was asked this question about salary cap and all, and he said, I don't. There's nothing like that, if I'm not mistaken. That it depends on whatever impact a player has in the team will determine what the player earns. So if he's looking at
He's
Rodrigo,
currently on £206 per week.
206 per week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It depends on the transfer fee. If the transfer fee is not too high, then 206 maybe. I don't know. He's a good player for me anyway. I like him. I like him. He will really improve the team. It will
I
improve
mean,
us a lot.
his experience, he's won quite a lot. He brings winning mentality. He's an excellent player, really. I've always been concerned about the salary. If he has more options, if the option is not just Chelsea, if Arsenal are interested, let's say Man U, Liverpool, or Man City, I don't think he'd come to Chelsea, even if we agree to pay him how much he wants. As long as the highly incentivized salary, I think will almost be an issue. Will almost always be an issue. If it wasn't, we if it isn't, Osimhen, he'd be playing for Chelsea right now. But go ahead with what you were saying.
Yeah, to be honest, that will be. But as I say again, I think one hurdle we have to cross first is the Champions League hurdle. We have to get Champions League first
True,
before we
true.
can even think of anything about convincing him, trying to bring down his wages, whatever it is. I mean, all these demands and all. Champions League football has to be on the table. That's my own opinion.
Yeah, I do agree with you. That's important. Even the lab who played in the team that got relegated, he's peaking. He's waiting to see who gets there before deciding what club to join. But that's, by the way, 60 people watching and just 15 likes. You can do a lot better than that. Press and hold your screen for just about a second, and you'd see the bells and whistles, which includes on the like button and the comment button. Please go check out Tobeho's YouTube channel. I've also tagged him in the video. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I think how many subscribers does he have right now? We can help him do that. He hasn't shared the link. It will show in a bit. They can pay it, but I doubt they will pay him that. I mean, if he agrees to our wage structure, that's fine. Like I said, we don't have muchas at Chelsea anymore. You earn what you work for. It's really that simple. Yes, go check out Tobeho's YouTube channel. The link is that. Let's help him grow. Selflessness is the reason why we're growing as quickly as we're growing here. Osimhen will come to Chelsea on less money if we sign him. Both himself and his agent have ruled out a move to the Saudi league. He knows no big club will pay him 500k a week. Both Real and Barcelona are those clubs interested. I would rule out PSG because Enrique Osimhen is not his type of number 9. And I don't think they paid that much money for a number 9 that they get to use only in certain games, if you get my point. Osimhen is an excellent number 9. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but profile. We have player profiles just to be able to know how players differ and how to get the best out of a player given how they operate when when they are on the pitch. Apart from Saudi, I don't see any other clubs paying him that much money, and I think the Saudis will still come back for him, but we'll see. 58 people watching. Let's get the likes up, people. We have 19 likes. We can do a lot better than that. And Tobeho is 40 left to get to 900 subscribers. Let's make that happen for him. Please go subscribe to Tobeho's YouTube channel if you haven't. We can make that happen for him. 19 likes. We can do a lot better than that. People keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. We'll be rounding off in a few minutes, so we will try the best we can to breeze through the items we have lined up here. Don't want Osimhen. You don't want him. I'd rather your caress. But if we're signing Osimhen, my concern is will Enzo Maresca tweak his approach to accommodate a traditional number 9, because that's what Osimhen is, in my opinion. Will not pay him. Okay. Barcelona cannot afford nothing at the moment. their finan- yeah, their financial situation isn't good. It's been like that for about 2 seasons right now. All right. I'm gonna skip to the very bottom, and then I'll try to get your subsequent contributions in the chat. Apologies. I think we get Rodrigo. Okay, let's see what happens. Rodrigo on the left and Estevao on the right. Estevao probably has 10. He wants to play there. All right. I will try to get your subsequent contributions. Apologies. I love your comments. I love to read your comments. But because we don't have too much time, this is supposed to be just an hour show. We're at 55 minutes right now, just about 5 minutes to go. I have to go help my boys get ready for school. Apologies. Juve wants Osimhen too. Yeah, I've heard that too. Again, they cannot afford his wages. Yeah. What about okay, just having a conversation there. So Rodrigo to Chelsea, I'm not sure what to think about that link. And this one here, I had to skip it at the time because I was looking um for the topic we were discussing. This is Bashir Humphreys. I had high hopes for this kid, but again, he moves on, and I'm happy for him. I'm not selfish to a measure that I'd rather keep something than let that thing go and develop. For him, I'm happy. I'm quite sure we do have some sort of buyback clause or selling clause. But the report reads, Bashir Humphreys will complete a permanent transfer to Burnley effective from July 1st. So good luck to him. I liked him. He's an excellent ball playing defender. I wish him well, and I'm quite sure we didn't just sell him. Sure, we have some sort of clause, either buyback clause or selling clause. But I'm happy for the kid. I really like him as a footballer. But that's why the way I'd be big up to you. I'd keep Gilchrist rather than Humphreys. It's up to the club to decide. I like both. Gilchrist is more of a right. I don't know. Right back. I'm not sure what position he played, but I've seen him play in the right back position. What else do we have here? Humphreys has joined Boyle on the permanent. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that update. Good luck to Bashir. I really do like him. Yep. Okay, what else do we have here? I want us to round up as soon as possible. About 3 more minutes. Chelsea are stepping up their interest in Valencia youngster and Arsenal transfer target Christian. Is it Moscura? I'm not gonna pretend I know him. I don't. But if you know him, educate us. Today, if you know him, tell us more about him in the chat. I'll get to it and I'll read it. But I'm not gonna gaslight people and pretend I know that kid. Okay, this one is a good one. This one here, Tobeho, tell us more about him. Wish you were on the panel, but you're not. Barcelona are disappointed that they missed out on Andreas Santos, who joined Chelsea from Vasco. Is it pronounced Vasco da Gama for 12.5 million euros? Yeah, a bargain, given how good he is and his potentials. They feel his valuation has increased and 50 million plus 10 million in bonuses is needed to snatch him up. Chelsea would, if this is Barca testing the waters to see if Chelsea will look to sell Andreas Santos, it's not going to work. 15 million euros, I don't think Chelsea will sell him for that.
I don't think so, though. No.
Because look at how much
Just a
go
quick
ahead.
one. Just a quick one on the striker situation. You see,
Mhm.
we are in that situation again. This transfer window where I really don't like what's going to happen. This happened when we were trying to sign Morata. Morata was supposed to go to Man U. Lukaku was supposed to come to Chelsea. They
Mhm.
went the other way. Lukaku went to Man U. Morata came, and comparison all the way. It's going to happen again this season. All these strikers being linked: Delap, Gyökeres, Osimhen, and all. They end up different clubs, and then comparison will start. So I just hope and pray that we get the best of the strikers and they'll fit into our system. Otherwise, you know what I don't understand. I don't think if you understand what I'm trying to say,
No, I'm with
comparison will
you.
come. Yeah,
I'm with you. Once the you can say we are the best of the bunch join clubs, and we have a few what we call chaff in Niger. Then
yeah,
we start saying, okay, you know what? I mean, this one is better than nothing.
exactly. So it's going to be that situation where if Delap ends up with Man U and he rejects Chelsea, and the Gyökeres goes to Arsenal and he doesn't come to Chelsea, and Chelsea ends up getting Osimhen. So everybody will be looking out for the numbers and say, oh, Yeah, Chelsea got the most expensive one, Osimhen, with huge wages, but Gyökeres is giving better return. Delap is the cheapest and is doing better than both of them. You know, the kind of is going to happen this coming season. So hopefully we get we get the one that will fit into our system and give us what we need.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, really. But it doesn't look like it's going to be your chorus. I like him too. What else do we have here? Totally agree. Good luck to the kid. I hope we do have a buyback clause on Bashir. I think I trust the new owners to do so. What a player. Wally Waldo here is saying, I think Andres, probably close to 100 million right now. 50, it's laughable. That could be Barca sponsored, just to see if we're looking to sell him, but I don't think Chelsea are looking to sell him. Chelsea are considering a move for Morgan Rogers. Yeah, I've seen that too. And could be boosted in their pursuit if they qualify for the Champions League. That will make a whole lot of difference. Another one to look out for. Sunday is crunch day. What's the language I'm using for? I'm looking for Cristiano Mosquera playing style and strength. He can play both a centre back. Both left and right centre back. Okay, thank you for that, for educating us. With that, I don't think we have any other thing to talk about. I want to round up to go help my boys get ready for school. Joe Cole backs Maresca to stay. And his argument does make sense when I don't have time. I'm just going to read it and move to the next item. You've got fans going to get rid of him if Chelsea don't make Champions League and don't win the trophy. I said disaster, but immediately it's important, whichever way you look at it. If Chelsea don't get a Champions League and they lose the cup final by a slender margin, it's been an improvement. Okay, I'm not going to get into that, but that's by the way. We move on. John Obi, of course, it's stupid to sack Maresca now. We cannot do that. He's on a good path. He's a brilliant young manager. I like him. I like the way he's dealing with those players. Enzo Maresca stays the board. You're watching. He's not going anywhere. I've always known he stays. But despite the way, I don't want to watch myself on the screen here. Let's see what else we have here. And Chelsea 11, big up to you too. I can't complain. I hope you're good too. It's been a minute, but thank you for finding the time to join us, Chelsea 11. And I can't wait for you to start your YouTube channel like you told us you would. For his athletic abilities, strength, and to hold onto the ball. I need to research him really. Give Maresca one more season. I think he gets it, irrespective of how the season ends. But I think we will be celebrating one thing, which one it is, or maybe both, actually. One more season, please. That's, by the way, Eddie, any other thing you want to say before we call it a day?
No, that's nothing to say.
And thank you for joining us. And once again, apologies that I haven't reached out to see how you're doing. With that, we've come to the natural end of this particular edition of the Blue Morning Show. And thank you to all of you joining us. Thank you to the coolest Charles, to Big Ooh. Thank you to Wally Waldo, Chelsea 11, who was DJ. Thank you for joining us. Who else was here? Nehemiah was here. IB was here. And Constantine Dunn, the captain of the community, was also here. If I missed your name, and Mr. James. And if I missed your name, apologies, I'm only human. The Prince was also here. If I missed your name, apologies. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and cheers.
Bye.
Wake up, it's a Blue Morning Show, where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so low. Everything's about Chelsea, feel upright. We repping our team, standing side by side. Win or lose, we carry that blue. Talk Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so low. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We're repping our team, standing side by side. Win or lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud.